Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Laura coming to you with another video. And today I want to talk about loyalty in this video. So many times, because of our experiences with gang stalking, we talk about, we always give attention to the disloyal or the distrustful. And it's because we've grown so accustomed to not being able to trust. We've grown so accustomed to finding disloyalty or finding reasons to be, distrustful of someone, looking for signs of disloyalty. We've grown accustomed to being walked over, being disrespected. We've grown accustomed to being left alone or thrown under the bus. We've grown accustomed to people walking in and out of our lives. We've grown accustomed to the judgment, But today, this video, we're not going to give any attention to the disloyal ones. They're not even worthy of being talked about in this video. Today is a special kind of video. It's a video in which, after much contemplation, I thought about my life, and I want to know what you guys think about this. But I am so blessed, and I want you to think about this too. If you had one person to stand by your side in the midst of your difficulties, in the midst of when things just didn't make sense sometimes, in the midst of when you didn't have enough proof to prove what you were saying, in the midst of maybe you were not your best self, maybe you were tired, you were wearied, you felt like giving up, you felt like throwing in the towel. And maybe there was one person who stayed by your side when everyone else walked away. Today we want to acknowledge that person or those people. The people who stayed, even if it made them look, even if it made them not look so good. Even if it was a possibility that their reputation could have been tarnished. They stayed anyway. They were loyal to you anyway. Consider yourself very blessed if you've had a loyal person to stand by your side through all of this. No judgment. They've seen you good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. And yet they chose to stay. They chose to stand by your side. No judgments, no questions, not expecting you to prove yourself or prove anything, just loving you and standing by you just because, just for being you. People like that, you can't find them every day. They don't come a dime a dozen. And I want to acknowledge those people today, whether it was an aunt, an uncle, a sibling, a friend, a co-worker, a church member, a son or a daughter. Today is the day we want to acknowledge those who remained loyal through it all. And I want to encourage you to acknowledge the loyal ones in your life, and make sure that loyalty is reciprocated, because they deserve it. And we deserve people to be loyal to us as well. But this journey has not been easy. A lot of times with gang stalking and, with narcissism or bullying, You know, the journey is not easy. And it's real easy for people to, instead of sticking with you through it all, to turn tail and walk away. It's real easy for them to disbelieve, to not even want to deal with it, talk about it, or maybe you've talked about it too much, to grow weary and to grow tired and want to give up on you as well. But I want you to know you are very blessed if you had a person or persons to stand by your side. And so today we acknowledge them in this video. We acknowledge the ones who exuded loyalty, the ones that we didn't have to prove anything to, you know, the ones who didn't demand too much, but stayed in spite of. You know, Trent Shelton, he says, you know, never push a loyal person away or push them to the point where they don't care anymore. And that's so true, because loyalty is a very rare commodity. It's a very rare personality trait. And so today we want to acknowledge the loyal ones. We want to say thank you. And for me, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I want to say thank you to all of you, not just for standing by me, but standing by this channel, standing by each other, supporting each other, loving on one another, encouraging one another, making this a true community where people can come and they can be themselves, and they can be loved on, and they can be encouraged to be the very best that they can be, and they can be believed, and they can find loyalty, and they can reciprocate loyalty. And so today we just want to say thank you. We just want to take a second to acknowledge those who remain loyal through it all. Through it all. Thank you. Your loyalty is greatly appreciated. And because of your loyalty, we are stronger, we're united, we're standing together, and we're growing as a community. And our light is shining as a community. But it's all because of those of you who decided to stand by this community, stand by each other, and to stand strong, and to stand by yourself, to remain loyal to yourself. You know, because sometimes we can experience some things that make us, you know, sort of, you know, disloyal to ourselves or want to give up on ourselves. So thank you. You are greatly appreciated. You are very much loved. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I want each and every one of you to take time to be grateful to the loyal ones in your life. Something to ponder. Something to be grateful for. Something to acknowledge. Very much appreciated. So I'm going to end the video at this point. Stay strong. Stay blessed. And as always, until we meet again, bye-bye, my friends.